I mean, oh, by the way, I wanted to let you guys know that today I can confidently say that I was probably, it's been a couple of weeks now since I've been so disciplined, right? I did not wreck any accounts today. The only thing is I hit DLL on one of my Trading5 funded account. That's the only thing that happened today. Luckily that DLL kind of worked out nicely, so I did not blow the account. It ended up just hitting my DLL, which is great.
What's going on, guys? So back at it again. I didn't get to trade during the market. I was paying attention to the market, seeing where silver is going. Let me just try and log in everything here. Oh, I wish I can actually stream consistently and everything, but you know, this thing called life and full-time job and a family and everything to take care of, it makes it quite difficult. So, in case you guys didn't know, I'm going to keep on mentioning this on every single stream or every other stream. I'm fully in on silver ETFs right now. I know it's not the correct play. You want to be buying the physicals if you're going to be stacking the actual silver, if you're trying to give the middle finger to the monetary system that we're in right now. But unfortunately, where I am, the gold bullion dealers that I dealt with before, they are low on the actual, whatchamacallit, they're low on inventory, and they're just providing, I guess, their supplies to their VIP clients at the moment, and they're just gobbling it all up. Hold on here, guys. What was it? Oh, man. I can't believe my Discord is being kicked out of everywhere. That's nice. Gold looks like it's gonna keep on pushing. Okay, sure. Why not? See, this is why I really don't like the platform. It saves like my previous order. Whoa, what is going on here? What is up with this spike? Silver's going nuts. Oh. I don't think this is the actual intraday high. The intraday high was actually 5,018 for the the New York session. I think I actually might, well, this might test it today. Ooh, what is going on here? Oh, wow. Okay. Do not understand this crazy movement that's going on right now. I want to double check to see if there's any major news that came out. What's causing this crazy move right now? Fear? This is all due to the sell-off? But the NASDAQ seems to be holding. I'm not seeing this so-called fear that's going on here. Is this seriously all fear-based moving? That the government shutdown everything and the lousy earnings that's coming out is causing lack of growth And we're starting to see a rotation into safe havens. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, that's a crazy move spike up here. Okay, yes, I'll check some of my work stuff here. Okay, let's see here.
Hey man, listen up closely. I know lately you're a bit lonely, but you know on your phone there's a whole world full of girls you could be looking at, homie. It's true, between me and you, it's only $5 and watch what they do. Let's get high, lose track of time. Come on man, you know I'm a damn good time. Yo, if they're gonna post it, no clothing, oh my god, so exposed and everything. You might as well see everything, every inch, never leave or grow a need. Wait, maybe you should DM, be friends, pretend, a boyfriend, the deep end. She needs men, she needs you and your twos. Get out of my head, get out of my mind. I need to focus, I'm wasting my time. You make me feel hopeless, I'm wasting my prime. Fuck it, I'm going to war with my mind. I'm in control, my body and soul. Never again will you ever take hold. I've got a purpose outside of this hole, and I'll turn this feeling into something more. I could change, rearrange my brain. Thoughts and energy push through pain. Loneliness is a passing phase. A better life it starts today. Once hopeless and broken, I'm in motion. Just gotta stay focused. Keep moving, keep growing. Never look back, got a new path chosen.
What? Oh, wow. Gold is pulling back like crazy. Okay. Looking at a $10 drop from here, so 61 would be a good. You know, let's take a small buy here.
Order filled.
To see if it's going to fill this wick.
Hey man, where'd you go? We used to have fun, hang out and smoke.
Yeah, that's average in here.
Order filled.
This little that's coke, yeah. Wait, we used to have fun, right?
If it starts testing these lows, I'm going to have to start considering like closing out.
Hey, come back, let's get high. We can have another run at the
Order filled.
Okay. It's quite the wild move. Like we're talking about $30 move. NASDAQ's finally selling off. Okay. All right. So I'm not too sure if this is going to translate to a stronger dollar because everyone's like selling off and moving over to cash. And this might indirectly just tank gold. But I don't know if it's going to be a rotation from this, selling off the NASDAQ, holding gold, moving into gold and silver. Yeah.
Order filled.
Let's see here. But silver is selling off like crazy right now. Looking for a pullback.
Order filled.
Oh, there it is. There
Order
it is.
filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Yeah, that silver sell-off is happening hard right now. Yeah, Stock Tiger's in. He's in on some sells
Order
right
filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
now. This might be a little sweep, liquidity sweep, just to push it up, but we won't know. I don't have like book maps to be able to see this. So let's see.
Order filled. Order filled.
Whoa. Whoa.
Order filled. Order
No, I
filled.
got it really
Order
average in
filled.
now.
Order filled.
Got to get it up to like 67 if this is the price. Yeah. On the 5 minute, it's showing like it's hitting like a volume profile area. So not too sure if we're gonna get a bounce from here or if it's gonna break through. Probably have to average another 5 more just to bring down my average price.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Don't worry, Dante. Don't worry, Dante. Just we'll keep it down. Are you okay? Okay. I need this to close back up here to confirm that this is what's a liquidity grab. Back up the you know, the 49.60. Then we can call these as a liquidity confirmation. Oh. Yeah. I might actually have to close out with some few pips here, but I need to close it above here. So if it closed there, just in case if it moves quick, I'm gonna capture that. See, this push is coming, but I'm not liking how this form, it usually pushes down and then curves up to create like a lower high to keep pushing down. But we're really early in the session here. Okay, see a little bit of a push. It needs to pierce right through it quickly for this to show that it was just a liquidity sweep. And I'm about to close out soon now.
Order filled.
So we averaged out here. I should have waited for this liquidity sweep to actually slam some buys here, but it is what it is. Now again, I'm still not a believer as to what's going on with this Apex account. I doubt that I'm going to get this payout here. I've yet to have an approved payout because I think I violated like 3 trading rules that they have in place. And every violation, they'll mark the day, and any profits made up until that violation date, those profits locked out until you successfully get 2 payouts, and then they can unlock those profits. Hey Jose, what's going on? I took my little small trade for today. This might be the only trade until 7 o'clock. Not the greatest entries, but yeah. Hopefully you're having a good day.
Where did you go? We used to be kids, now I feel so grown. I miss being free to be me, not alone. I used to have friends, but we don't talk anymore. I guess that's on me, I got busy. I used to drink soda, now I switched to whiskey. I didn't want time to pass, but time is fast. I just wish you were more than memories. I got kids now, but I'm a kid now. I haven't grown in my mind, just my skin now. I don't get taxes, I hate chores, I hate mail, bills, and miss the outdoors. I feel like the air used to smell different. The grass was greener and the summers were for swimming. I used to play baseball every inning. Now I work for a living.
Oh, this formation right now, this looks like it's this was a liquidity sweep here. This pull down here. Yeah, it's going to test this 49.63, but I doubt it's going to hold. It's going to come back into testing the Asian session intraday high, which is 49.95. Yeah, should have held a little bit, but it is what it is. So, don't mind me. I'm just multitasking here, trying to get got everything going on here. But no trade. The actual trade was the sells if you're looking to capture something, or the bounce on the sells. So if you miss those things, now you're gonna wait until the 7 o'clock candle, unless we're gonna get like some crazy irrational move. But we're talking about a range of almost $60. So 600 pips from the top of the range to the bottom. I just came to say hello. I'll be back in 40. Okay, Jose, I'll see you around, man.
We'll never know what was left in the future. If only someone could have gotten there sooner. They had thoughts and feelings, a few dreams.
Let's see what Stock Tiger is saying here. Oh, he already took a loss on the trade today.
At least back into 500 area. We have a good chance of doing that. So this could be a little bit of a bull flag, guys. We'll see. Double bottom. I mean, ooh, baby. We got a nice little bounce, don't get me wrong. Right? And that's a nice little bounce we got.
Let me show you guys about this volume profile that I'm
what
talking
a beautiful
about.
bounce, guys. What a beautiful bounce.
That's what I also look at.
Beautiful bounce,
now.
guys. I think we could, this thing could
like
take us all the way back to 500. So I'm going to be looking for that little pullback here.
So this volume profile on the right, you see these little bars. This just shows that in terms of the highest volume based on price. So based on this price level at 49.13, that's when most of the volume came. And this is the area of where the market is balanced. Anywhere that's outside of this range is an imbalanced market. So if you're coming close to these low liquidity or low volume areas, you usually, if it's a confluence to any sort of support or resistance, you know, take your trades. But people like to tend to take this as a bounce. If it's on an upward trend, usually these create little support structures as it starts to trend up. So it creates new volume, like new price discovery, that this is the new support. This was the old support. This was the old support, things like that. Now that's how I like to take it and see if it actually lines up with, for example, we have this little channel here. It came down, dipped, hit that end of that channel. We're on an upward channel. We're close to the 200 EMA here. Plus you have the volume in terms of when the most volume of trades kicked in. So those are some few confluences there to pull the trigger in terms of a buy. I unfortunately did not weight that based on, you know, the Trade-O-Vate platform you're seeing right here. Like I try to average in because I don't know if I'm ever going to catch the best buys. Now, depending on your prop firm, they may not like this trading style because they like you just to slam all your orders in one single trade and then just set your stops and like take profit. Hopefully with Apex, they're flexible in terms of how I trade and they can just see how I've been trading. And that's why I'm not confident in this funded traded account in terms of the payout, because this account you see right here, the 118, this was a $50,000 account. One of their funded accounts. I had 3, blew the other 2. I blew like, what was it, 18 eval accounts because it's on promo right now. And I'm hanging by a thread by one funded account. If this one funded account happens to get one approved payout, then it pays for everything that I've been experimenting and this whole entire experience would have paid for itself. But I have my expectation that I'm not going to get approved for a payout. I just have a gut feeling based on all their trading rules, and it's very subjective as to how they see risk management based on the trading style that I have right now. Now, there's some people that making the claim that they're doing the exact same trading style like me, which is averaging in your positions. But I don't know if it's true, because some platforms, they don't consider this as averaging in. They consider every individual click of your order is one order, one set of risk and reward trade. They don't see this as a way of averaging in. I was like, okay. I don't know how to explain myself that, like, you want me to slam a 10 contract order up here and then average down here by doing a separate 10 contract order here. But because this one, it might reverse and it might actually hit this as a resistance up here. But because from this point to where my entry point was, my first initial entry point, it's like 5 points. And that's a big no-no. But my second entry is like 100 points. So I'm like, I'm hoping that that's not the case with Apex based on the reputation. But until I get a first payout and everything, I'm not confident in terms of promoting this platform as of yet. So I'm kind of glad that they didn't give me like a promo code right off the hop. Oh. I guess this liquidity sweep is going to be tested right now. That was a 100 pip move down. Ooh. I guess Stock Tiger is being very patient because, you know, it's very easy to be patient when you secured almost 30 grand in January's payouts. Great position to be in. Well, but gold is hella bullish. Okay, I'm seeing so many chart breakdowns of everyone claiming that this is just a dead cat bounce of gold, and that paper-based pricing, spot pricing, can always be manipulated. I'm like, guys, you can only manipulate for so long, but when you have major companies like Samsung, Toyota, all the car manufacturers, all the AI companies, and all the chip makers and everything, they demand raw materials like silver, and silver is heavily linked to gold in terms of how gold performs. And they usually go within a certain ratio between gold and silver, but ideally they both move the same way. If gold is bullish, silver takes it with it. So when I hear people saying that gold and silver, the spot price can be manipulated, I'm like, yes, it can. That also translates to your spot price on the physicals, but that divergence in terms of the price, it will get worse over time. But if you're buying the silver ETFs, for example, or the GLD ETF, it will move the same way in the same direction. May not be the full capture of, like, you know, the physical silver might be up 10%, and then the silver ETF might be up 7%. But overall, I have access to liquidity. I can liquid it and all that stuff. But if you're looking to pretty much stack silver or stack gold and thinking it's going to be the new monetary system, then that's a different way of thinking. Now you got to consider you're not trading this silver and all that stuff. You're pretty much converting your fiat currency into silver as being the new currency. So start stacking, like kind of like the same mentality of like, if Bitcoin goes down, that just means you get to buy more Bitcoin for the same dollar you're earning. But this is a crazy shift. So if you guys are watching this right now and you're either, just in your early 30s or, you're just maybe just turning 18, or you might be younger than that. I don't know. I don't know my audience reach yet. But if you're watching this and you're trying to figure out, the significance of why gold being at $5,000 and silver being at $80, why it's a big deal, is because we used to transact globally when it comes to settling trades and everything. We used to settle trades based on gold, right? If you're a brand new country and you want to assess your country's true wealth as to what you can do on a global stage, it's all based on trade. If you're a country where you have a crap ton of gold and you're just only allowing companies inside your country to mine the gold and everything, your country will be rich because everything is transacted in gold. You can import all kinds of goods and services and things like that to enrich your people, to help with the production of continuing to extract gold or silver or even copper. You might want to continue expanding into other products and services, like i.e. if you're in Japan, they are known to export a whole lot of Toyota like cars and everything like that, which that's one of the backbones of Japan's economy. So, but ever since the gold backed currency, which is the US dollar, that got removed, that has changed, all governments or all countries' currencies is just backed by the confidence of the people. Like this cash, right? Like this cash here, like all this monopoly money. Like in Canada up here, we have like colored bills. This is just monopoly money. It's backed by confidence. And it's the same thing with Bitcoin. Now, I'll treat Bitcoin as another investment vehicle. It's not the new currency. Bitcoin is just backed by confidence. Now, you guys can debate me on this and all that stuff. You guys have your views on all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's the only use of Bitcoin is as a medium of exchange. That's it. But with gold and silver, yes, it can be used as a medium of exchange, or it has an industrial use. Anything when it comes to using any metals in your everyday electronics, things like that. The only reason why gold is not the predominant material that's in a lot of this technology is because it's way too expensive. But it is the best type of material that you can use for electronics. But you have to replace it with either copper, aluminum, silver, things like that, because the cost is cheaper. But if gold was $1 an ounce and everything, gold will be in everything, right? We know that gold is already in a lot of things, but I'm saying it will be the most used material in a lot of these things. But because gold is $5,000, like who's going to buy, like a motherboard that's going to cost $6,000, right? That's not going to happen. So the industrial use or the industrial side of the metals is there. So you have the demand, right? Not just the people buying it just to store their wealth in it. So with Bitcoin, invest, assess your risk and everything. But for me, I'm going with the silver ETFs. I would love to buy the physicals, but like I said, the gold bullion dealers up here are restricting supplies only for their VIP clients. And unfortunately, I don't have, 10 G's to drop on one single transaction. And that's their bare minimum transaction in terms of dealing with their VIP clients. That's a minimum of 100 ounces of whatever you're buying. So the next best thing for me is a silver ETF. And it looks like we're just going to be ranging. Yeah, we got to break out this range. To the upside, if it breaks up to above these ups to the upside here, like 97.67, if it breaks above here, we're going to test the intraday high of the 49.95. But if it breaks down, maybe around 49.45, it's going to test out the intraday low, which is down at 49.31. if you're going to be trading gold. I am not going to take anything because I want to make sure that I can test out my payout, because I can technically request a payout for Friday. And today is Tuesday going into Wednesday. So yeah, this will carry on to my Wednesday closing date. So that means I just got to trade for Thursday. Hope that be in the positive. Trade for Friday. Hopefully that's in the positive. And then I'm going to request my payout. And we're going to see. I'm going to cross my fingers if I can qualify for a payout. Oh, Stock Tiger is in on NASDAQ sells because he's banking on the sell-off that's happening with all the tech companies. He's already in profit. Yeah. This is a pretty solid. Man, Stock Tiger has an amazing community, man. I love the conversations they're having there about all the trading, all the discussion of what's going on. I love just seeing everyone's perspective of like what they're seeing, whether it be you're a professional or you're an amateur when it comes to just looking at investments and seeing what you're seeing. Not one person can have eyes on the entire internet and information. Like just dissecting the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and the COMEX exchange of like all the data that goes through there. If you have access to it, just seeing who is putting through orders, who has put orders in the past, just to get like an idea of what the net position on all these big banks are holding. All that takes a whole lot of research and time. I don't have that kind of time. So I appreciate the community that people put their time in, because I don't know what's going on with these Reddit forums of like people saying, no, gold is going to be bullish. No, gold is going to be bearish and this and that. Like, oh, you're stupid for thinking like this, or you're stupid. I'm like, guys, both your opinions are valid, right? You both can be right. The question is, when are you going to take that trade? Hold on here. Yeah, when are you going to place the trade and take the risk? Right? Like the GIF I like playing here. Right? Place your bets. You won't know unless you actually place the trade, see if it actually hits your TP, or see if it hits your stop loss. Only then, nobody's going to be able to tell you if you're right or wrong. It's whoever takes the risk and whoever can extract the money. And that's the whole point about risk management here. I'm not saying that I'm the best at it. I would like to continue, refining and staying disciplined emotionally, because that's the number one problem we all have as traders, is controlling our emotion and not to revenge trade. Right? I'm technically calm right now. I am technically calm right now. Yeah, see? It hit that volume profile, the equilibrium price, and it just bounced there again. Why is this acting as a support across the board? Oh, are we going to be testing the intraday high right now? I don't trust it. I don't think I trust it. But actually, I'm kind of curious to see what AMD actually did, because apparently it hit earnings, but it still tanked. Am I missing it? What? Oh, after hours, it closed at 242, but it's trading the after hours as 222. So this is a under 10% drop? Yeah, it's an 8% drop. Oh wow. Okay. What about Intel? No. I guess Palantir wasn't a good enough signal to continue pushing the AI bubble here. And all you crazy guys out there that thinks that like justifying a $5 or $6 trillion valuation for Nvidia because they have the monopoly of just producing and pumping out chips and everything. I'm telling you this right now. Mark my words right now. When big companies like Google, Meta, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, all the big tech firms who have the deep pockets to buy big purchase orders of these chips and making out data centers, right? Creating these data centers, you have to understand that you need to generate a return of investment on your first purchase. And Nvidia is saying, you know what? We're going to treat GPUs and treat our data chips and or data center chips as a cell phone type of trend where we're going to come up with something new every single year and release it every single year. Buddy, you're not going to convince Facebook and Tesla to drop the same investment year over year when they haven't even turned a profit on their first purchase of data center chips. Like that's not happening. But then everyone's saying that, oh, you know, the demand for data centers is going to be through the roof. I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's right. But who has deep pockets like the firms like Apple, Amazon, Meta, like Facebook, Google, like who has these deep pockets to match the purchase orders of these big conglomerates? Who's going to fill their shoes? You might get like one small company or a small bank that needs to create a data center for all their data for their clients and everything to provide like software access for their clients when it comes to their private banking. But that's like what, a small data center that might be $1 billion, right? Nvidia's growth is based on $300 billion of revenue a year. And that's mainly contributed by like the Mag 7, right? You cannot convince them to drop $20 billion every single year to build out data centers. Like, I don't know if you guys are in the trades, in construction, but it takes a hell of a long time to build massive data centers, right? You got to dig, get the permits, right? Wait for the city to inspect, to give you the approval to keep the project going. And then any sort of adjustments that happens on site and everything, any sort of delays when it comes to all the sub trades and everything, that takes time, right? And that's just building just the base building of the actual building for the data centers. Then you have the electronic side, so that you might have to hire a special electrician that knows in terms of building up like all the data towers that are going to be installed in these things. And there's the mechanical stuff. You know how much HVAC that needs to be installed just to keep this data center cool all year round, right? You got to test these units and all that stuff. It doesn't take a year to pretty much build data centers from the ground up. It takes time. And once that's finally built and it's being tested and all that stuff, then you can start connecting all that data center to the current web of your database, right? That takes time. And yet Nvidia wants to be in the business of pumping out new data chips every single year and thinking that they're going to keep on pumping out $300-400 billion of revenue every single year. Nah, there has to be a top end of this growth because consumers are not buying these chips. It's literally business to business sales here. So I don't know, man. Like I don't. It's way too risky for me to think about putting my money into Nvidia. Right? Like it's heavily inflated. Like you have, like Nvidia has a purpose and everything, but to invest it into Nvidia, hoping that it's going to double from here in terms of market capitalization to like $10 trillion. Nah, man. Wait, like you can invest into other companies and have a better return, better risk reward, which is i.e. silver, right? I wanna put Nvidia where their mouth is, which is okay. If you really do believe that this demand is there and everything, then you're gonna need silver. So I'm gonna be purchasing silver. Wow. See, I knew it. I was about to place buys right here. Where it wicked up. But I think we might be breaking this right now. Why is my laptop always logging out here? Hello. Okay. Yeah. Silver, what are you doing? So I am not going to take, like, normally when I'm seeing this, it's triggering me like FOMO to take some buys to take the breakout trade. I'm going to wait for a severe crash of like gold, maybe to really test the 4,800 again. Like, I think it's going to break the 4,900 and see if it actually comes down to the $4,800 level. Like those round numbers. But yeah, like mentally right now, I would be taking a buy right now in gold. I'll be stacking some buys, anticipating that this small minor resistance is going to, oh, see, it's already moving. Okay. Yeah, so this small minor resistance is going to break. Oh, great. It broke it. Okay, never mind. See, all right. I should have taken that buy. And these are not like minor moves, man. Where I was saying I was going to take a buy, I was like 49.58. We're at 49.62. We're about to cross the 68, which is a 100 pip move. $10 move is 100 pips, which is technically 100 points. But if you're looking at contracts, every dollar is a point. Look at that, see? Does that call technically count? By me saying that I would have taken a buy? No, because you have to place the trade, take the profits and everything. Then you can say that's what I saw. But I'm telling myself that until gold moves severely, pulls back, that's when I will consider taking some buys. Oh, what is that you're saying, Stock Tiger?
I'm gonna do the giveaway once you get to the likes to the entries. So we got 350 entries.
Okay, so he's doing a giveaway. Okay, guys, go on his stream to get that giveaway. I unfortunately do not have the capital right now to do the giveaways right now. Unless the silver ETF crosses $150, then I'll do the giveaways for the entire year. I might be able to do like 2 giveaways a month for the rest of the year if silver hits $150. Ooh, this breakout trade would have been beautiful. Who would have thought that this cloud, this resistance, was going to break? If it breaks out like this, the run is going to test the intraday high. And I don't think it's going to hold. These two charts showing why buying a house is the hardest it's been in decades. Oh, okay. Let's just take a Kit Kat break here, guys. So as we wait for the charts to form, and we wait for my price to enter and all that stuff, let's just discuss this ongoing debate about, is it better to own or rent? And depending on who you are out there in terms of watching this stream right now, if you're in a position to buy a home, the only time buying a home is valid is if A, you are making $500,000 a year before taxes, before income tax, and you're at a job where you know that your position is like pretty much secured. Like you make the actual decisions of, like you're at the seat of the table pretty much. Okay. Usually when people are at the seat of the table and everything, they make a hell of a lot more. We're talking about multi-million-dollar salaries. But at the bare minimum, if you're making $500,000 and you're one of the actual decision makers for your company financially, then yes, buy a house to live in and everything, because that's going to work out better for you in the long run than renting. Now, some people might argue saying that like you might as well rent out something that's more lavish. So if you're going to be paying all that property tax, all that mortgage interest rate and all that stuff, then you might as well buy a place that might be twice the size, but your monthly expense, let's just say your monthly expense to buy this said house is $7,000, right? Instead of paying $7,000 into a mortgage and paying down the mortgage and property taxes and all the utility bills and everything, insurance, you might as well just put $7,000 all inclusive at a place that might be a mansion, right? Better return for you because your quality of life is better, because the landlord takes care of all the things that all the maintenance of the actual property. Now, let me get to the point very, very quickly here. You make $500,000 a year. That's the only time you can decide if renting or buying a house is better for you. Either or is a better choice for you, because at that point, you really don't care about your investments. Like, you have such a high income, you're such a high earner that you get to live and dictate a lifestyle. Now, let's just say you're not. You make about $120,000 a year, and you saved up. Your investments are doing well, and now you're at a point where it's like, I can actually put down 20%, 25% on my home, and I don't want to rent anymore. The only time it makes sense for you to buy a home is if you're house hacking. That is the only way, or the only reason why you would want to buy your first place. That's it. It's the house hack. Any other decision when it comes to buying your house to live in everything, that dream no longer exists for the average person today. Because look what we're seeing right now. Look where gold is at. Look where silver is at. These are signs that our currency, our dollar, is devaluing. Whether the Fed likes it or not, inflation is going to keep on going up. All these fake numbers are saying that, the CPI or the PPI inflation numbers are coming in at 2%. But yet you can see it on your grocery bill that there's some corporate greed in there, but the real inflation is not 2%. It's in the double digits. And we had that double digits during a time where there's no people working. What's up, Jose? Don't mind me ranting. I'm just trying to fill in the void here. How is the market today? The market's kind of crazy. I slammed quite a bit of silver ETF purchases yesterday. I completely rotated my portfolio. I'm all in. I am fully in on silver right now. And the way that silver is moving, let's just see here. So silver is at $84. If silver ever crosses $500, right? $500. I know it's a long shot. That's really way up here, right? Oh, I hate dragging this. Let me just flatten. Yeah, just want to make sure that there's no orders on this. Yeah, so if silver ever crosses $500, right? My entire half of my mortgage is paid off. I would take all that out and make a one-time payment on my mortgage and be like, yep, half of it's gone. Uh-oh. I think gold is coming back just to test this. Test this little breakout it did. And to continue pushing to test the intraday high it made today. I only trade NASDAQ. That's okay, buddy. If you trade NASDAQ and you're pulling in $4,000 or $5,000 per trade and everything, every single trade, it doesn't matter what you trade. I just like gold because of the whole idea, the bullish sentiment of behind it. But I should be trading the NASDAQ because it's more predictable in terms of the moves. Oh no. Silver is breaking back below the minor resistance. That means gold is starting to fizzle out. We're looking like we're going to be shorting, or gold is going to be bearish. Not good. Is that right? Yeah, it's hitting a 4-hour resistance. Okay. You see the service cartel, we turn on all the power. Oh. Hold on, let me reply to this. Oh, okay. Is it only... Yeah, okay. Okay. Let me go back on the Reddit feeds here. Let's see what Reddit is saying. Advanced. Yeah, AMD did beat. Yeah. If I had some extra capital and everything at the open for AMD tomorrow, if AMD is testing the $200 support price, like I'll be putting in some orders, you know, a few dollars below $200 just to build out my first position. Just tell them we tried turning all switches on. Ooh, let's see here. Oh. Stock Tiger is still in the NASDAQ sells. Okay. Based on my, all the indicators that I'm seeing here and based on how the market structure is, it's actually going to push and test the intraday high. Starting to move with gold. You had the initial sell-off and you caught that, but I think we're actually moving to the upside. Yeah, Bitcoin. I don't know if Bitcoin is the play for this year because not a lot of people know, but Bitcoin had its major move happened last year. Because it's due to a lot of multi-millionaires and multi-billionaires that are in China last year. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but because it's a communist country and they are suffering from a liquidity crisis there, like, you know, we're talking about fly-by-night banks. A bank will open up in some of the provinces. They'll try and advertise, say that their bank is safe. You make a deposit in the banks and all that stuff, only to find out that you can't withdraw that money. They start limiting in terms of how much money you pull out. Even though you made a deposit of 10 grand the day before, now they're telling you can only pull out 20 bucks. And it's like, I literally just deposited this money. What do you mean you're withholding my money? And then there's a bank run and everything, and the bank closed up shop literally a month later. And the government there is not doing anything about it. So what I've heard and watched on YouTube based on some of the channels I'm watching. I think it was like China Uncensored. That's one of them. And then China, I forget all the YouTube channels that I'm following. But the multimillionaires and multi-billionaires were pretty much being tipped off that the communist government there has placed like kind of like a hold on all these individuals of all their assets. They're telling the banks to restrict money movement of these particular group of people. And it's not much. I think there's like 5,000 multimillionaires in China, right? Was it 5,000 or 7,000? I forget. So it's a very small list that they're putting a watch, and they're telling the banks throughout the whole entire country that all their assets to limit their movement in terms of money. And before they put like a huge ban on crypto in terms of how you can move money, or you cannot buy US dollars with the Chinese yuan, Bitcoin or crypto was the easiest way for these people to take out money, buy a plane ticket, and get out of China, and then cash it out over here in either in Canada or in Europe or in Australia or in US. You can see the outflow of millionaires as to where they're going. The first destination was Australia. You'll see there's a huge Chinese population of really wealthy, I guess, visitors. And you're wondering why they're there. Is because they're trying to leave China. And we're talking about billions, right? Billions of dollars that got poured into crypto. And no one's talking about that this was one of the drivers as to why Bitcoin has seen its crazy run up in price. On top of, MicroStrategy's buying it, governments buying it as a reserve for their treasuries and everything, and then smaller companies started to buy. Yeah, we get that. But I'm saying the initial run up was because of all these Chinese people trying to leave the country. Because, you can't record a lot of media like in China, like boots on the ground. Like they control the internet over there. Oh, man. Did Bitcoin take another dump? No. It's literally floating at 75,000. Unfortunately, when Bitcoin is just sitting where it's sitting at, I believe it's going to break below 70,000. Yeah. Oh boy. Are we going to continue making this push? Nice. My apologies if my phone is a little loud. Oh no. Yeah. Stock Tiger, you better close out of your NASDAQ sells or you're gonna get closed out. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to see what in 2 minutes where gold's gonna be, just to see what that initial volume is gonna be like. But if you like trading the Asian session, everything, the 8 o'clock candle. I don't know what it is, man. 8 o'clock candle lately has shown quite a bit of weird algorithm like volume out of nowhere. Not too sure if it's like a switch they turn on. It's like, yeah, let's turn on the bots, starts trading. But man, that 8 o'clock candle is it's so random. Like it usually slams hard in one direction, and then within the same minute, it starts to reverse. I'm not saying that this happens every single time, but it's been quite common. What's this?
Yeah, I spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now. Get ready for
Okay.
now. I'm gonna make you
Let's just silence my phone because it's going to be really loud. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, the NASDAQ is pulling down. I think gold might actually test this intraday high here. Oh, no, yeah, that's the 7 o'clock volume. Okay, yeah. 7 o'clock volume. You see how like quickly I forget things? I got too many things right here. I know you guys don't see it, but based on the camera angle, I got a monitor right here. Then I got a monitor right here. Then I got a monitor right here. Then I got a monitor over here, right here. Then over here, I have a laptop, and then down here, I got a tablet, and then down here, I got another laptop for my work, and then I got my cell phone, right? And then I have a little stand for my other cell phone if I want to capture anything else. Like I got a lot going on this desk and everything, so I may forget things. Ooh, the NASDAQ. Ooh, yeah. Is this a push? Like it's really wanting to push to test this intraday high here. Okay, let's try it.
Order filled.
Oh. Yeah, the silver just spiked up.
Order filled.
Let's,
Order filled.
yeah, silver spiked up.
Order filled.
Let's test out this breakout trade.
Order filled.
We're at 5 contracts. And we'll start adding more when it starts to break below a little bit, just to test it out. But with 5 contracts, I'm probably looking for like $200. So let's see if it'll hit that price. Oh, will I get my $200? I don't know. Will I get my $200? Silver is breaking up. Five minute. Yeah, it has broken above the 4-hour resistance here. I got a minute left on this 5-minute candle. Yeah, silver's still pushing up. So take gold with you, silver. Take gold with you. I think we might actually see $90 silver price going into London. I think we're going to go right into $90. You can't manipulate the paper silver for too long because there are serious orders that needs to be fulfilled with those paper contracts. And if you keep on denying delivery for all that silver and everything, it's going to, that word's going to get out to the public. Let's see here. Yeah. Give me another 1-minute push. New 5-minute candle formed. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get it. Give me that 200. There we go.
Order filled.
Got the 200 for that trade. Okay. We're going to take another break here till the next trade here, but I'm probably going to be signing out. So, little recap here. My funded account, it's 50,000. As you can see on the screen, we're sitting at 118,000. I have 0 payouts yet. I don't know if I'm ever going to get an approved payout, but I will start believing, because seeing is believing. I'll start believing in this firm if I can get my first payout of $2,000. I can only get $2,000 as a max payout for the first 5 payouts. And then on the 6th one, if I still maintain consistency in terms of profiting on a daily basis, I get to unlock the entire amount on the 6th payout as long as I maintain consistency. Don't know why they chose the 6th payout. That might be the key numbers that the average trader blows their account. I don't know. I don't know their business behind the scenes, but we're going to test it out because I got nothing to lose other than trying to see if I can get 1 payout. So that's the update on this funded account. Now, in the meantime, as I'm building up this account, I definitely want to try and see if I can build out another 20 accounts in total to be able to request 20 payouts every 8-day cycles. That's the goal. Yeah, Jose, yeah. I'm just catching these small moves. Like this small move right here from the lowest position I had was 49.76. And yeah, I caught like a $15 move. No, $5 move. Yeah. Hopefully, Jose, you get your trade in for this evening. I believe that gold is going to test the New York Sessions high, which is back here at $5,018. We're gonna go there. I believe silver is going to settle in the $90 range going into the London session. No technicals on that. I'm just going based on pure speculation. This huge sell-off that happened, all this price movement that's pushing up is just the banks just slowly recapitalization of their funds, and they're just continuing to build out their buy positions now with the new margin requirements. That's what's just happening right now. Oh, gold, you are still going. Still going, gold. Mm-hmm. Wow. My phone is really old. I definitely need to get a new phone this year. Is NASDAQ bullish? Let's have a look here. Let's pull out the NASDAQ here. Let me show you my chart. Oh, 15 minutes is bearish. Yeah, it tested a support on the 4-hour. Don't focus on this number. This is the NASDAQ CFD cash. That's not. I'm pretty sure that's not the same price as on Tradeovate right now. So just look at the structure. Ignore the price. Just look at the structure. Okay. It is bearish on the higher time frames. Now, if you're asking me if I were to take a trade, yeah, it's bearish. I know on the 5-minute, it looks like it broke out to be like a short-term run to maybe 200 points from here. But overall, yeah, you got to be looking for sells on NASDAQ. Yeah. Something has to be going on with the whole government shutdown. Like the whole spending bill that Trump is signing and everything. There must be some details in that in order to get, Congress to approve the new spending bill to keep the government going. There's something in there that's causing the sell-off to happen. Oh, wow. Wow. You see that? See where gold is at? Oh my goodness. We're about to test the intraday high. Wow. I think the NASDAQ, we actually might break below 24,000. This may not be the session, but I think it's going to break below 24,000. Man, I wish I can stream a little bit longer, man. Because I know that this session is going to be a wild one. Like, the calm before the storm when it comes to the metals, I think it's going to be very short. Like, I think this whole sell-off that happened last week, it's going to be short-lived. We're talking like a V-shaped recovery. Like silver and gold is just going to continue on its rampage going into the springtime. Like, it's coinciding with the whole federal chair swapping out. The federal chair has a profile that, like, it's more, he's more likely to raise rates and everything, but Trump is trying to put someone in there that's going to cut interest rates. That's what he said. He's been pressuring Jerome Powell. Like, why launch an investigation on Jerome Powell only to put in a guy in there that's going to do exactly what Jerome Powell was going to do? It doesn't make any sense. Like, was this a fake out? Just to launch a coordinated attack on silver and gold just to load up on the buys. Like, there's so much speculation that's going on. But I believe that gold and silver is going to continue to test the all-time highs going into this year. Like, we're going to hit all-time highs. Like, we're breaking it. We're going to break it probably at least once a month. Like, all-time highs. They're going to be set. Like, I'm not talking about like, oh, you know, our $5,600 gold price, the all-time high, and then it hits 5605 and then 5610. Like, no, I'm talking about like meaningful all-time highs on a monthly basis. Like, February, it might hit 6,000. March, it'll hit 6,500. Like, we're talking about increments of $500 because it's going to move like Bitcoin, where Bitcoin drops $5,000 to $10,000, and that's a normal movement. I believe gold is going to get to that price level where it's going to be $80,000, maybe $50,000 an ounce. Like, I don't think you guys comprehend how much debt is in the system, how much derivatives is in the market. Like, we're talking about mortgages, and we're talking about products that are betting against the mortgages. And then you have options. Like, just the volume on people that are trading puts and call options on all these individual stocks. Like, we're talking about each contract controls 100 shares. Oh my God, gold. Yeah, see, it broke 5,000. So it broke the intraday. It's creating new intraday highs right now. It's continuing to push, and it's going to test the New York Sessions intraday high, which is 5,018. I wouldn't be surprised if it does a liquidity sweep just to do a little severe pullback at the 8 o'clock candle, and then continue to go, probably gun for 5,100. Yeah, you know what? Let me show you on trading view before I sign out. This is what I'm seeing on gold, okay? Like, we're talking about irrational moves. If we were to take the 4-hour chart, see this? See this 4-hour chart on gold? This is hella bullish. People are saying that, like, it's going to come up, do a little dead cat bounce, and continue pushing down. This structure right here in this cluster of 4-hour candles is gone. This little wick, this kangaroo, they're calling this like the hammer or the kangaroo tail based on the candlestick patterns. We're only a few bucks away from testing this wick. If it clears this and grabs all this liquidity to push up, like this pocket of orders here, this price action that's happening here, this is going to be tested. It's going to bounce, like it's going to range and then continue closing all these crazy moves that happened from last week up until now. Oh, what? Did gold go already to 50? What? Look what gold did. It already hit it. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. I don't want to see this right now. I'm getting FOMO here. I don't want to take a trade that I don't have to. I want to test to see if Friday I can actually request a payout for the first time. So I'm going to sign out, and hopefully I don't take any more trades when I'm off screen, but just take a screenshot, take a snapshot of this. You know, 1264 was the profit for today for the session. I'm either going to come back with a bigger P&L, or this is going to get wiped. So hopefully I stay disciplined, and hopefully I can keep this count alive. So, Jose, if you're around, I'll catch you later. I will probably see you hopefully tomorrow. So hopefully I don't blow this account. So sign out, guys.